Happy Friday. And how often do we struggle in our relationships? Do we find some relationships easier than others? And why is that? And how do we decide how to navigate difficult relationships? Because sometimes a relationship is difficult because of ourselves, because of someone else, because of just the mixture of personalities. So how do we begin to think about navigating difficult relationships in connection to God? So for today, I've got Psalm 55, verses 12 through 14. It's not an enemy that is insulting me. I could handle that. It's not someone who hates me, who is exalted over me. I could hide from them. No, it's you, my equal, my close companion, my good friend. It was so pleasant when together we entered God's house with the crowd. So it's that sense that sometimes those that we are closest to, we struggle with the most. And we have to ask ourselves questions of why is that? What in us struggles with that relationship? Because it's easy to say, well, it's someone else, but what are our actions, reactions, the way that we come at things, our perspective that can sometimes help us or hinder us from navigating a relationship more successfully? What are maybe some boundaries that we need? What are some things that we need to think through as we are navigating those relationships? And how do we navigate those relationships in healthy ways? How can we be healthy in the way that we navigate? Because if we're constantly anxious or angry, or we want to hide, right, as the psalmist says, from it, how can we do things that are healthy? How can we engage in relationships in healthy, calm, positive, peaceful ways that kind of help us move forward in life? So for today, how are we going to navigate those relationships that are closest to us in healthy ways, in ways that give life instead of hampering life? Pray with me. Oh God, as we navigate this world, and specifically as we navigate those relationships that are closest to us, that sometimes we find are difficult, help us to take stock of ourselves and why we have particular actions or reactions, why we may bottle things up, why we may be anxious or angry, why we may enter into particular types of relationships. Help us to understand, oh God, relationships and how we might navigate them in new and healthy ways, ways that build each other up instead of tearing each other down, ways that give us life instead of stamping it out. Amen. Have a great one.